Luana,
Hi, hey guys.
how are you?
I'm good, thank you so much. How are you guys?
So great.
First of all, just wanted to say that if 11-year-old could see me right now, she'd probably pass out, but I
Well,
promise you that's not gonna happen today.
adult you is very well put together, so you should be proud of
Yes,
yourself.
yes, thank God. You guys came back to Brazil in March with the Forever Tour. What was the most remarkable moment for you during your last visit?
We had so many.
So many. I mean, showing up to the airport and seeing all the fans like waiting for us,
Mhm.
that like, especially in a country that we haven't visited in 10 years. That was really cool.
I mean, it's very far away from home, and the fact that that Big Time Rush brings joy and happiness to people, you know, 7,000 miles away from home
Yeah.
is pretty exciting for us. And, I think every experience like that is very surreal. So we just try to not take it for granted. And
During the show, when we sang worldwide and brought up Brazilian fans, and some of them we recognized from 10 years ago that were there back with us singing, it was really fantastic.
Fantastic.
And speaking of tour, how does it feel to travel around the world with a completely new album after 10 years?
Well, it's so nice. I mean, obviously, we love playing, some of the hits. We love our songs and have some great songs, but it is refreshing to have new music to choose from as well. This tour was difficult to choose. It was difficult to choose the set list because we'd love to play all 10 songs on the album, but we had to pick and choose. And then in terms of the classic BTR songs, we mix that up as well. So it's always a challenge, but it is refreshing to have new music that feels current because it is.
yeah,
The record Another Life was released on June 2nd. What's the meaning behind the title of it? What does Another Life means to you?
So many meanings.
Yeah,
We left it kind of open.
it could be, for us, it hit a lot of different notes, but it was, another chapter,
Yeah.
another version of us, a whole new chance at getting to make Big Time Rush what we wanted it to be. Advice to people not to wait until another life to make their dreams happen. I mean, it's kind of sort of a universal feeling for us, and I think once you listen to the album in the context of the name of it, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. You'll get it.
Regarding your music career, we all know that there are many ups and downs in the industry, so how would you describe your own development as artists and the transition to your own voice?
Wow, this is a heavy question.
It's taken a few years to get there. I think after the show, we had made 3 albums that we were all so proud of. And then we all kind of had to go our separate ways and kind of find out a little bit more about ourselves, doing our own solo projects and having relationships, having kids, having a family. I mean, it really has kind of changed the fiber of our being. And so to come back and really use those tools and use the things that we've learned and gone through, I think has really just kind of shaped us as artists, as human beings, and also kind of helped shape this album.
Wow, I couldn't have said it better myself.
It just
Holy
was one of those
shit.
things, man.
That was very good. About the new record, how was the creative process with the four of you developing all of these ideas together?
Painful.
It's mostly fun. Let's be honest. We get along pretty well. It's a complete silly time. You have to imagine it is kind of hard work being in Big Time Rush, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
Not anymore.
we've learned to try not to take anything
chapter.
too seriously and too personally. That's easier said than done, especially with creating music where everybody has different songs, different styles. We write differently, we sing differently. But I think that touring has always been what brings us together the most because this is really where we're in our element. We love it. We love being out here with the fans. We love being on stage. So I think as long as we can get through our album cycles and quickly have a tour afterwards, we're going to stick together.
I think I was just gonna say the pride that we have for our band is so intense that sometimes that pride is also the difficult thing as well with all of us. So we just try to stick together and work through any challenges, and
we're forever learning and growing. So I
stay
think
proud of the band.
We've learned a lot from this, and I think we'll take that to the next album and the next tour and all of that.
Yeah.
Yes, well said, guys.
Oh gosh, Mr. Bigglesworth.
Mr. Big, very, very well said, everybody.
The album has 10 amazing tracks, and I would love to know which one you're most proud of and why.
Well, only if you tell us which one is your favorite first.
Yeah.
My top two is like tied up with Brand New and Another Life.
Okay.
I had these on repeat days.
Emotional.
You're more in your feels kind of slow vibe.
Yeah. Yeah,
violin
definitely.
and some strings and that kind of moody.
Okay,
Hey, what's your favorite
she's a rainy day kind of girl.
Rainy
okay.
girl. You know what? I'm gonna go with weekends. How about you?
Weekends I love. I'm gonna go with Ask You Tonight.
Ask you. How about you?
Forget You Now.
Ooh, forget you now. It's a banger. How about you?
Ooh, I'm gonna go Another Life. You know, that one has certainly grown on me. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
you
she
could've
picked
picked
two. No,
Yeah.
she picked two.
Yeah, you
You could've picked
different.
different.
I worked for it.
You picked
Work for it.
I could have gone
Or
with
Weekend.
the
So
old
James
single, like
thinks
Honey.
Work For It is his answer.
We've seen a lot of Road War girls on a tour with lots of wild signs. What was the most creative one that you guys have seen that caught your attention somehow?
I saw one that
James
just punched me in the face. I
Really?
saw one of those.
I saw one of
know what it
Logan
meant.
with no hair, and it said Mr. Worldwide,
That was good.
and
I
it was
that.
like Pitbull.
Mr. Will. He had the sunglasses on and everything.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Now.
Someone had a sign for Logan, and I don't understand what it means. So maybe you could explain it. But it said "Break my back, Logan,"
I have no idea.
and I
Yeah.
have no
Oh
idea.
my god.
Well, said blow.
Guys, if you don't know what it means, then maybe we move on to the next question.
Oh,
So that's not explained.
I mean, it's kind of rude. Like break my back.
yeah. I mean, you don't want to do that. It's like,
I
what if you
would
step
never-
on? What if you step on a crack?
I would
Yeah.
never do anything to hurt.
What's your next question?
If you could tell your younger self something that happened during your music career, what would you say? Like, would you be surprised to see where you are now?
It's all my
Oh,
younger
You're gonna be a
self.
star, kid.
You're gonna be famous, kid.
No,
Uh,
I wouldn't say that.
No. I mean, I would say, like everything in life, you know, life comes in waves. You know, I would just
It
say,
comes every night and it comes in waves.
yeah,
I would say give yourself an ego check.
ego check.
Routinely, because I think you get to a better version of yourself whenever you let that stuff go.
Yeah, and I think I would just remind younger me, mini me, to live in the moment. You know, just to me, just to remember to live in the moment
Really, yeah.
and appreciate.
Enjoy the ride. Enjoy
appreciate
the
everything.
ride.
Yeah.
It's gonna be ups and downs,
Yeah, and life is tough. You don't have to break your back,
Yeah.
trying to.
Yeah.
and just wear a
Like
helmet.
other
You know,
like-
life's tough. Get a helmet. You know what I'm saying?
The fans want to know if there's any chance of you guys putting out some old demos of yours. Like, did you ever think about it, or it's just not gonna happen for now?
So
Yeah,
I
we
think Paralyzed
talked about
was the
it.
first time that we did that. Well, I mean, it was a show song, so not necessarily a demo, but it was one that we never released, and that one went over so well, and still one of our favorite things to perform
Yeah,
live.
we've talked about it. There's a number of songs that kind of are sort of cult classics that never really saw
Shot in
the
the
light
Dark.
of day.
Yeah.
Shot in the
Playing Shot in the
Dark.
Dark on this tour.
We always thought about doing like a BTR greatest hits album and just kind of redoing everything.
Yeah, greatest hits, and then putting like deep cuts.
The
Hits and
classics.
cuts.
And the class,
Big
yeah.
Time Rush, greatest hits, and deep cuts.
To me, they're all.
So now we're gonna do a little game that's called Who's Most Likely To. I'm gonna ask you a question, and you're gonna say the name of the band member that statement suits it best.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, so I got my flashcards here. Who's most likely to forget the lyrics on stage?
Logan.
Although I've done pretty good this. I told you, that's the line you
Yeah.
memorized.
Yeah.
Who's the most likely to forget that their mic is turned off?
Me.
Carlos.
But it's because I turn it off because out of respect.
Yeah.
What?
Respect me.
Respect the
Who's most likely to become a stand-up comedian for a day?
For a day? Well, I mean,
Yeah.
are they successful or just a stand-up comedian? Because James,
If they're not successful, I'd go with James.
No, James could definitely do
Very-
stand up for
He could.
sure.
yeah, you could.
Who's most likely to snore the loudest?
Snore?
Kendall.
Do you snore?
I don't snore at all.
Really?
Does anybody snore?
None.
I don't. You,
No.
you look like a
Whenever I'm really exhausted, I jerk in my sleep.
Or you do what before you sleep?
No, like yeah. What are you guys laughing at?
Posey, James's dog would be the loudest snorer.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Who's most likely to win a survival game?
It's tough.
We've talked about this a few times actually.
Like if we're like foraging for nuts and berries, perhaps I'm gonna give it to Kendall. That's like
If it's
fight for
anything
your life to
physicality,
stay alive. You know,
yeah.
like a zombie apocalypse.
Probably the other three.
I'd probably bet on anybody else.
Yeah.
Oh.
The last one. Who's most likely to fall asleep anywhere?
I can
I feel
fall
like
asleep.
James.
I can sleep pretty well.
I feel like I've seen him pass out in a number of
I've
places.
slept during rehearsals with the full sound system.
Before we wrap it up, can you guys send a message to your Brazilian fans?
We had so much fun down in Brazil on this last tour. We can't believe it was 10 years. We promise it won't be another 10 years before we get back down there.
Yeah. Brazil is a very, very special place for us. The Brazilian fans have supported us for a long time, and they've always been there. I went down for a solo project and they were still there, and the fans were still so passionate. So
yeah, our fans have so much energy and passion, and we learn something new from them all the time. So we'll be back soon.
What was your last lesson you learned? Like, what was?
Yeah, if you really love something, you don't wait. You don't wait.
Then we wrote Another Life.
yeah. Congrats to 11-year-old you.
Oh, thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Ciao ciao.
Ciao ciao. That was nice.